Hey there, it's Tina Forsyth here. So today I want to talk about my personal daily habits checklist. This is essentially a list of, kind of some quick tips and tricks and things to consider so that you can make the most of your time, so that you can start your day on the right foot is a big part of it too. I mean, if you suffer at all from what I like to call, it's the end of the day and I got nothing done-itis. I don't know if that's like one big long word, right? But if you ever have days like that, and in particular, if you have days like that almost every day, then I want you to really take a look at and consider what your personal daily habits are, right? Because there is no end to our to-do list, and you will never have a day when your to-do list is fully done. But that doesn't mean you can't get things done. And that doesn't mean you can't get to the end of the day and feel like you accomplish something, right? The first thing that I recommend to people is to use what I call the 3 things today approach. So looking at and considering each and every day, what are the 3 things, the 3 most important things that I need to accomplish today? Now, this can ideally be something that you do, the day before, like today is Monday. I could plan this today and know that the things I'm going to get done for Tuesday or whatever that is. Or it could be the first thing you do in the morning. Each morning as well too, so long as you don't jump into your inbox first, which we'll talk about in a moment. But you can, as long as you start your day from the perspective of, here are the 3 things that I know I want to accomplish today. And it's kind of like, regardless of whatever else pops up in the day, and things always will, so long as you can go back to those 3 things, so long as you can make sure that, okay, yes, this and this and that popped up, but I need to get these done first, right? Then at the end of the day, you can look back and say, oh my gosh, I did accomplish something. Quite often too, you are actually accomplishing things each day. You just don't see it because you literally haven't kept track of it, right? You literally haven't taken the time to decide what you want to accomplish and then are able to kind of check off the list as you go. So the 3 things today approach is a really, really great way that I recommend in general to approach your day. And of course, how do you pick the top 3 things? Whatever's closest to the money, right? I mean, if you're looking at a list of 80 things, and you're like, oh my gosh, what 3 should I do today? Look at that list and ask yourself that question. What is closest to the money? What's going to bring me closer to whatever, money, revenue, sales, marketing, etc. kind of things that need to come into your business, right? That's a really good way to filter through that list. The other thing too is I recommend, when it comes to starting your day on the right foot, do not log into your email first thing in the day. Now, how many of you do this? Most people are like, I do. In some cases, you're checking your email before you even roll out of bed in the morning, right? That is hugely, hugely disruptive to your productivity. It really, really is. And believe me, I know. The days when I jump into email first thing are the days where I get swept off in who knows how many directions, right? And I'm just going to say, I'm not perfect in this stuff either. But along the same lines of the 3 things today approach, when you are really purposeful on, here's the 3 things I want to accomplish today. And then likewise, if you can get one of those things done, one key thing done before you log into your inbox, then you've started your day on the right foot. Right? What happens commonly for many of us is we check our email first thing and we get swept in by this and swept off by that. And oh my gosh, this popped up and that popped up and yada, yada, yada. And even if you had your 3 things list, you could still find yourself at the end of the day going, yikes, I didn't actually get anything done that I actually wanted to accomplish. So don't check your email until you've accomplished at least one thing off your 3 things list. And this might be a hard habit for some of you to break. Believe me, I get it. But in the long run, you'll be able to get into a space where you are actually getting stuff done before you're getting swept up into the old inbox. And the other aspect too that I want to mention is, building the habit of using your central management system. I mean, we of course use Central Desktop as our project management, centralized virtual office, if you will. There's other systems and tools that people will use out there. But I have that set up as the home page in my browser window. So when I go ahead and open up one of my browser windows, I still use Internet Explorer. I'm one of those people, hey? Firefox, whatever it is you're using, Safari, etc., depending on what system you're on. Set your Central Desktop or whatever tool you use, set that as your home page. So when you open up a browser window in the morning, the first thing you see is your Central Desktop account. You're going to see what's in there. Right? You're not looking in your inbox, you're not looking over there, etc. You want to start to really build the habit of using that as your home, as kind of your home base. And ultimately getting to the place where instead of emailing people back and forth with everything, that conversations are happening within there as well. too, right? I mean, this is one of the hugest benefits of utilizing one of these tools, of centralizing your business overall. We're actually working with a client right now and just getting them set up with Central Desktop, right? And I have to say I love it, because even within like 24 hours of getting them set up, they've started to use it this way. They're starting to have conversations and such in there, which is amazing. But really, instead of, it's kind of breaking that inbox habit, not only not checking the inbox first thing in the morning, but when you're communicating with your team, when you're communicating back and forth with what needs to be done and the status and all of that, the more you can put that in your Central Desktop, the more you're going to feel like things are being accomplished. Right? And if you can keep that front and center, I mean, that's one of the biggest tips I give to people when you start to centralize, is make that your home page, make it the first thing you see in the morning, ideally before you even go into your inbox. You know, after you get something done, before you go into your inbox, if you can start to look in there instead, that can really get you, you know, quite a ways down the road to feeling productive, to feeling like you're getting something done. You know, and at the end of the day, that's what this personal daily habits are all about. There's many other habits and such that can come into play, but those are a few of the tips that I wanted to share today. And really, my goal for you is to feel like you can start the day on the right foot with your 3 things, with clarity on what your 3 things are. And likewise, to reach the end of the day and feel like, okay, it might have been nutty, it might have been crazy, you know, it might have been all these things, but I still got these 3 things done. Phew. Right? That's ultimately my goal for you. And that's ultimately where business gets to be fun and enjoyable at the end of the day. So until next time, it's Tina Forsyth. Take care. Bye now.